We got round 2 of True Sim now. The tees are a little bit more forward. I think we played off the blue tees on the back one, so we're up to the white, which is going to make things even more drivable. Pin 2, medium wins, firm, fast. So greens are going to speed up a little bit. Things are still got a little bit of firmness to them. Medium wins versus low. I think depending on wind direction, we're probably going to have our fair share of drivable shots. Now, right out the gate here, we've got 302. It is uphill. Can probably bound it down. I don't know. I think that's a little bit risque. Personally. I know for some they're gonna want to try and drive it down and just work with whatever shot they get. I'm a little bit leery of that. Actually, the more I think about it, I think it would be close to a full chip shot. So I'm gonna trust myself here. If I'm a little bit too far away, now I am a little bit more out to the left than I would have liked to have been. So we might be just chipping up and over this sand trap here. 35 yards to the hole, up 3 feet. We can easily carry. It just becomes the question of, what does it look like on the green? So that's a big downside. Like that's the important part here, right? The important part is knowing that it is actually downhill to the hole. So this is all sloped downhill. So if we go and we're gonna take a chip shot. Yeah, this lob wedge chip's gonna come up short, but I think it rolls downhill. It just becomes like, how much does that roll down the hill? I think I'm just gonna play a lob wedge chip. Hey, thank you, Seb. Yourself as well. Definitely a very gettable course. Mean kick to the right. Power's really good. It just takes that kick a little bit off from where I'd like it to be. So we leave ourselves with 10 feet. It's gonna be a little right to lefter. Put it on that outside. So that's where, yeah, that's just where I'm still struggling. That's where I'm still struggling, is like understanding what that break looks like. You know, I'm trying to drive it home a little bit, but at that distance, it still wants to play some break. And so maybe at 9 feet, I need to think of that closer to a long putt. You know, I certainly have my fair share of struggles, so we'll get it worked out. Gonna keep plugging away at it. Now this 9-iron's gonna be a bit much. Kind of becomes the question of, are we trying to stretch the pitching wedge? It's probably gonna be one of those ones that's like uphill a bit. Maybe try and squeeze a little bit extra out of it. I like the swing. There's the kick. Oh, really good distance control. Really good distance control. So like this is the one that it's outside edge and slam it home, right? Like have to trust that. It scares me because it feels firm. So I think maybe there's some learning I need to do of like just how hard can you catch center cup and still sink it. Because I think if I know that number, I'll probably feel a bit more comfortable. Okay, I think we can probably do a little bit of corner cutting. Oh, that's a little fast, though. That's a bit aggressive on the corner cut. Gonna need a kick at least straight. So long as it's not left. Almost a flawless round for you, which is rare. Made a few more mistakes in round 2, but better than you usually shoot, which is nice. Yeah, better in True Sim than normal. But you have to always keep in mind, like, course difficulty and all of that, right? Like, obviously it means you shot well, right? You were striking the ball where you wanted and all of that, but certainly have to keep in mind. Courses that you're playing in societies are probably playing a little bit easier. All right, I'm gonna try and stretch this little D-loft and backspin, playing a little more to this left-hand side. Gotta clear this bunker. 102 perfect. Fight. Not quite, but we're on and we're safe. We're not safe. That little push out to the right just completely got us in trouble there. That's mean. That's real mean, man. All right. I'm not gonna put backspin on it. It's uphill. Definitely gonna need some rollout. All right. A little bit fast. Up and down. Get the birdie. Obviously, I thought I gave myself a pretty good... chance to go after that eagle, but request denied. All right. I think 3-wood is gonna be the play. Just gotta... Let's see where we're aimed here. We're aimed out over the bunker, so I'm gonna play just a little bit to the left here. Oh, well, you know, definitely made sure we were gonna find the bunker. Pulled that one. How's it going, Mike? Round the turn this round where the putting really becomes hard. 10, 11, 12, 13. You missed 4 8 to 12 footers in a row. Ben went on a par streak too, so assume he did the same. Yeah, so that's going to be just like... That's going to be like the real test of proximity, right? Can you put it close, and then when you do get it close, can you close it out just that little bit? Say it felt good, be good. Stay up. Went in the trees on hole 72 and ended up 5 over on it. Oh man. Should stream it so you don't play it all in 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm definitely like just rounds in general. I feel like I'm a little bit faster today. Just because I feel like we're kind of in a groove. It's shorter. There's not as much for elevation and wind changes and stuff. But like on a course that gives me some thinking, you know, I end up doing probably somewhere in the anywhere from 35 to 50 minutes is like my pace of play, which I know is a bit slow. I can probably shave down some time. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't think, as far as stream goes, I don't think the time it takes me to play has too much of an effect on things, but, you know, it's definitely a tougher thing on the YouTube side, right? Like, that's a commitment to sit down and watch, and obviously there's lulls where, like, I have to think about the shot, right? So, depends on what people care about. Some I'm sure want to watch shot after shot after shot and just see the results. Some probably want to hear some of the banter and some of the thought process. Ah, really pulled it. Wind is gonna favor us a little bit. Oh, that's long. All right, hanging some of these shots out a little bit long. So we've got 13 feet down 3 inches. Quite the amount of, well, I don't know how much break. I definitely think there's some, and with it being faster, I am gonna play it a little bit on the safer side, because let me take a look behind the hole here. Yeah, like it just continues to run out, so I'm gonna play pretty conservatively and just get it to the outside here and let it work its way. Wow. Well, the pace was actually like pretty good for that. The amount of turn that took, though, I was not prepared. You want to watch nipple lasers, Wayne? Well, maybe we should hit some albatrosses. Maybe I should just, you know, get better at the game and hit some albies. That would probably be a really good way to. All right, I'm gonna take the risk here, because I think if we hit a good shot, which I know that we can, I think we can put ourselves into a chip up the hill. That's floating a little bit more left than I'd like, and I think this all floats that. Well, there's a little. We found a little flat spot. Well, not quite flat, but relatively speaking, we found a pretty flat spot up here. So it's gonna come off a bit right to left. People want to fast golf for speedruns that have more than 20 views? Well, there's a balance, right? Like, there's definitely a balance between just the gameplay and the talking, right? And speedruns are notoriously hard for communicating during. Okay, I aimed it out to the right, and I hit it a little bit slower than I would have liked to, so. That's okay, though, because this is actually fairly straight. Right edge and firm. I'm seriously, like, taking notes to what people are saying about putting. Obviously, you have to know when. I think on ones with a lot of break, I think I should just play all the break, but I think on ones with a little break, I need to just be a little bit more on the aggressive side. When you get sub 18, you might share it around the community. What is your time at right now, out of curiosity? We think we can get this down there, 181. Definitely like in between clubs. I'm gonna take stock 9. I'm gonna take stock 9. I pulled it just the touch, just the slightest amount. Oh, get lucky. Thank you, Hill. Oh, thank you so much, Hill. That's fortunate. Unlike golf, speed golf is an actual sport. Alright, so pace of play is the restricting factor on whether you view golf as a sport, Mike? Is that what it is? Alright. Right edge and home. Honestly, I'm probably making those at a higher percentage than I normally would. I would probably miss that low if I just tried to tap it and like ride whatever break I thought was there. So I'm gonna take it. You know, not gonna put too much thought into it. Speed golf tour. So what? Do you have to record or stream your rounds, and then does it have to be under a certain pace of play depending on the course? Is that how you would moderate that? All right. This should be interesting. We'll see what goes here. Okay. I'm gonna need a kick right so it doesn't go in this bunker. That's a kick right. Stay out of the bunker. Don't feed into the bunker. Don't feed into the bunker. Stop going that direction. Stay there. Stay there. Has to have a decisive physical aspect, among other things. A 6-year-old person should never be able to beat folks 30 years younger in a sport. I don't know about that one. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, what is I guess the question always comes back down to, like, what is the definition of a sport? Right? Because I know that there are always conversations over, you know, motorsports versus other sport. Like, and motorsports are very physical, so, like, really all depends on how you look at it. Turn. You're supposed to turn, ball. Oh, that ended up being so straight the entire way. I just expected a little bit more out of it. Guys playing a 500-yard par 5 in 25 seconds. Is that the one where they, I might have seen, maybe not a par 5. I think I saw it on a par 4 where they have, like, a guy tees off and there's somebody in the fairway that's waiting for it, right? And then they hit the ball, like, they, like, go where they think it's gonna be and then, like, set up and hit it, and there's a guy on, like, people on the green to That was it, but when it was a par 5. Yeah. Those are pretty fun. I had seen one of those years ago, and I don't know if it was like an old world record attempt type of thing, or what the situation was with it exactly. This is an interesting proposition with this one. I don't really want to hit a pitch shot, but just judging where this pin is tucked, like we've got really 7 yards on the front and a little bit less on the back. If I lay this up, yeah, take 3 wood, bound it down. I mean, I've probably realistically looking at a pitching wedge. Or we take a pitch. It's just gonna be so much further down there. As much as I'm not a fan of the pitch shot, I think the angle of attack is gonna be pretty important here. You started a book about sports that aren't a sport? Oh, you're gonna be a published author? Get an Amazon, book thing going. All right, I think we could actually take this sandwich pitch right up and in here. A little bit out to the right from the live. Wind should hold it. A little fast. Which is obviously going to affect distance, but we're up around pin high. Leave ourselves a 16-footer. That's just the nature of the pitches at the moment, but I think I'd rather that than end up leaving myself short. I think that's really where I have to be. Be okay with things right now. I pulled that. Didn't even read the break enough. Happy with the pace. Did not read the break like anywhere close enough. 360-yard drive, 140-foot wedge to 4 feet. Quick putt for the 25-second eagle. Yeah, it's a fun it's fun watching like the outtakes of it too, though, right? Like, I don't know if it's the same group of guys, but I know that they're like a YouTube video of them taking multiple attempts at it and being a little bit panicky and like the tee shot's a little errant and the person's running after it. Got like the official timing it. This game plenty of times not that impressive, Seb. Well, that's why real life is impressive. But you make a point. Like for a video game, you definitely need to. The challenge just has to be that much more, right? Because the game is that much easier. Things are that much more repeatable. Pulled. Get down. At least be like pin high-ish. Nope. A little bit much on that. You're working on a joke map? Person 1, I have a preposition for you about. Person 2, about what? Nice. Nice. All right, so something like this. I think at 14 feet, I have to play the break. Because of the amount of break, I don't think it's worthwhile at this point to be playing. I don't think it's worthwhile at this point to be playing for the more aggressive line. Because, like, what is the more aggressive line going to give you? Get in there. Come on. Come on. That's how you do it, Seb, by the way. Hole 10. You just loop it. Just loop it a little bit. That's a narrow drive. All right. We are gonna take hybrid. Get out center fairway. Leave ourselves a wedge. Pulled it a little bit. That's why you play for center fairway. Give yourself some room to work. 25-second par 5 and then having a 90-second loading screen. Yeah, just like you're trying to keep on that pace, and then suddenly the game is just slowing you way down. All right, not gonna do anything too crazy with this. A little bit fast. I like the distance, if that's any consolation. I do like the distance. What I don't necessarily love is that I'm 17 feet from the hole. But it's gotta be one of your favorite emotes. I'm glad you like it, Lucas. I think that I'm just expecting this to turn a lot at the start, and then it's going to keep turning, but just not near as much. Back to back. Yeah, I guess that's the key, Seb. hit it further from the hole. I don't know, man. That's actually pretty ridiculous. Love a good 3-wood off the tee, though. Give ourselves full wedges. Hopefully we can leave ourselves with better proximity than we just have. Yes. Perfect. Well, maybe. Because we are a little bit in between. Things are feeding left to right. Wind left to right. So that should all blow nicely. It's just need a little bit of loft and spin here, I think, to knock it down. I tried so hard. I tried so hard not to pull it, I pushed it. Well, that is in fact, like, the brain is really good at listening to those kinds of instructions. Don't pull it. Okay. You got it, Chief. You got nice birdie. You're pre-congratulating. I mean, I think that's probably a bit much, Seb, but thanks. Just a little bit outside. Not bad, not bad. I was thinking I may have put a little bit too much into it just because it's only an inch downhill. But I did overhit it, so there's that. All right, no birdie there. Much to Seb's dismay. All right, this wind and this pin position in the front does make this being drivable a little bit awkward. You hitting to 8 feet pays off? I thought you were missing though. So did it really pay off? I don't want to be bunker bound. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Like, do I lay up with an iron, or do you try and get something to land short? Because we've got also flight boost, so like we are carrying into this even better than we normally would. Oh man, this is such a... I don't like this at all. I don't like it, Sam, I am. Stick it to 9... Stick it? I don't know that one sticks a driver. I'm gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna work. We're gonna try and deloft the driver and just run it up there. Little stinger. Oh, that's too much. Gosh darn it. Well, we're gonna be in the bunker anyway. Wow. Wow. Okay. I just straight up did not think that we would ever get that much. A little bit left to right. All right. Just a little gentle thing. Get it up there. Give it a chance to go in the hole. It's a little bit much out to the left, but good touch. Tap-in birdies, A-okay. Tap-in birdies are A-okay. Ooh. That's definitely uphill and maybe even feeding a little bit to the right, so it's a tough call because we're only going to get a little bit out of this gap wedge. I really got to deloft it, I think. I'm just going to play it a little bit more to the right because I think it's going to kick left. Little slow. I just think floating the pitching wedge out there is a tough ask. Yeah, like that's actually really good. It kicks to the right. I'm making a guess just that with the way that those slopes are that we were going the other way. Left the pin in on a 4-footer. Oh no, you just absolutely slammed it in there and it was like, yeah, no. Seb, come on, man. Nah, the mental errors are always, they're always tough. Mental errors are definitely tough. Absolutely huge putts on this back nine. Absolutely huge putts on this back nine. Seeing something, but like being able to drop putts from outside of 10 feet, like it changes everything. It really, really does. All right, I think that tree is the one at the corner, so I'm gonna play some fade into it. So that wind is out there as well. Lovely. And so we might, because we're down here, we can probably get some shaping going up and around this bush. 218. Uphill, wind. Yeah, like I think we play a little bit of draw, try and get that wind back behind us, and chase it. Chase it up. Turn back. If I could turn back time. If I could find a way. Alright, well, ball is uphill. I mean, not ball was uphill. Pin's uphill, so that was obviously critical information that would have been really good to know. But I think if we went up a club, we're going to be out the back, so... You know, chipping into the downhill is probably the worst scenario here than trying to putt it uphill. Now, distance control, obviously a big factor here. I gotta play it right edge. So it looks pretty straight to me the rest of the way. If we miss low, we miss low, but I want to give it in my eyes, yeah. It feels like a chance to make it. That's tough. It's tough. All right, downhill, left edge, send her home. I need to learn. I need to learn just how hard can I hit it. Just how hard can I hit it, and like, I feel pretty confident that it's gonna sink. Because that's the big question. All right, I'm gonna do the old school. Haven't really done this in this game in True Sim, but I gotta just get a feeling. Yeah, somewhere around like a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So this is 189. It's gonna play at least 10. 179. So I mean, 7-iron is going to take us a little bit, somewhere around the hole. So I think if we give it some backspin, try and balloon it up, and stop it all at the same go, I think that this could be a real nice shot. Oh, well struck. Come on, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, 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 down. Not enough backspin. Not enough backspin. Maybe a little bit too much trust in how much yardage we might lose from that kind of an angle. Uphill 3 inches. Slight left to right, then starts to drift a little more left to right by the end. Just how steep are you? How steep are you? Doesn't feel that steep, but for some reason I'm getting the... like here. Not much different than where I'm at, but just a little more outside left. Alright, should have played it. Should have played it. Hard to know. Hard to know. I took a bet. But I'm not a betting man, so why I ever would take a bet, I don't know. I'm dreaming of an alternate fairway, just like the ones I used to know. Yeah, we're going up and over, folks. We're going up and over. Just left of the pin down this fairway. Yum. Where the tea shot listens. So stupid. But like now we've got a wedge. Now we've got a wedge into the par 5 here. So I think loft, a little bit of spin, try and sit this thing down. Actually, I gotta play around this tree. So I am gonna probably lose a little bit of yardage going this way. Then just a little bit more there. Hold it. Okay, little bit too short. So that's unfortunate. Even without the slow, that shaping probably didn't need any of the loft or backspin on it then after the fact. All right. Looks like it's one of those ones that just, it drifts a bit right to left. Like, I don't think it's gonna be anything too crazy from what I can tell. But what can I really tell? I mean, it's in the shade. I'm gonna play it out here. Oh man, no, stop. Wow. Definitely hitting those way harder than I think. Okay, good comeback. Good comeback. I'm not super loving some of the putting strokes that we're having. I'm also not Mick loving. There's a lot of lack of loving. Live, learn, and loving. What is the what is it called? I think if we cut this right, I think we can actually like full backspin, draw it. I think we can put ourselves down to like a flop. Slowed it and pulled it, so, or pushed it, so it's gonna be a bit longer. It's a nice kick. I gotta be careful because it might be like gap wedge flop territory. Oh, no. We're actually even more awkward than that. Okay, that's definitely not ideal. Okay. 60, it's 55 to the front here. Yeah, so you can take a pitching wedge flop, but then how do you get the pitching wedge flop to stop? That is the question. So you know, it'd be great if I could see the green from here just a little bit better to know what it's doing. Because it's definitely uphill to the front, and I'd be landing it right there, which makes me concerned. Well, that's the problem, Seb, is that slope. But I put myself into this situation, so we're gonna get ourselves out of this. A little bit slow. Come on, we gotta release though. Just a little bit. Stay up. Don't go in the bunker. Okay, you know what? That works for me. That works for me. 8-footer up and in. Looks like it's a little off left to right, though. Hard to tell from that angle, at least. I could see a little bit of right to left, potentially. No, I'm gonna trust my gut. I gotta trust my gut. Left edge. Or just inside left edge in case it ends up being pretty straight. That was a horrible swing plane. I have no idea what that putt did, but whatever. We'll take 14 under. Absolutely. Absolutely, we'll take 14 under. Yeah. That last putt was a little bit weird. Swing plane on putter is a little all over the place. Little all over the place, but we will absolutely take that. All right, so we turn in a 12 under, 14 under performance, and putting seems to be the big key there. Obviously, some weird swing planes, but like generally speaking, we made some good putts, much more aggressive in certain situations than it seems like it's been paying off. Love it. Excited to see what the weekend has in store for us.